It's our first brain teaser.
This is a little thing they can take, and that's a ramp.
It's so important to have creativity and to spark creativity in the classroom because we're preparing our students for a world that we have no idea what kind of obstacles, what kind of technology is going to be created and how they're going to have to navigate through it.
When you're my age, you're going to be like, we drove around in these cars and we had to fill them up with gasoline and they had these things called wheels, and your grandkids are going to be like, what? That's crazy.
Students can find any information they need. They can look up facts, dates, information, but when it comes to trying to solve a problem, being able to use their imagination and think outside of the box and be creative to come up with those solutions, I think it's not only important when they're young, but will serve them very well in their future jobs and careers.
Inventions, innovations don't happen without being creative. One leads to the other. So the more creative you are, the more inventive or innovative you might be. And so we're going to figure out, how do you make yourself more creative?
ImaginGO engages kids to think creatively and imaginatively. And once that happens and that habit starts, then they are able to solve more complex problems in a variety of different ways.
In a moment, I'm going to ask for volunteers to come up to the front to see if they can sell their playground. Okay, there we go. Question answered.
What happens when I hit one? And you zip line down to the playground. And you feed them mutant cat food that makes them really buff, and then you take
We see ImaginGO as the functional layer below STEM. Technologies come and go, so it is extremely important to develop the ability to think differently at a foundational level.
Teachers log into ImaginGO and can choose from hundreds of different ready-to-use activities to get their students to think in more original ways.
Use your imagination. You can have anything happen in this playground that you want. I want you to start to brainstorm ideas to get your car home without any fail.
No year is the same with a creative teacher. You are constantly doing what you think is best for the students, and when they start really getting into something, you can structure your standards around what they're really into, and then you got them buying in, and it's just so much more fun and they get so much more out of it.
Yeah, but how does it sound?
It sounds like
Well, some kids wanted to fix Granny's knees, and other kids figured out very inventive ways to be able to take those plates.
They want to compete with each other, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna have the best idea, and one person comes and they're like, oh, I'm coming up with something better. They're back to the drawing board.
there's a little button at the top, and you press the button, and then a little umbrella pops up, so if it's raining, the whole thing doesn't get wet.
And get a command, and it would reach its arm up to get whatever you needed.
Put it on a conveyor. You'd walk up the stairs. Your book bag would go up next to you on the conveyor, and
There's
it would
a button
go
that goes left and right, and if you click the button and you hang your book bag up on the little...
When someone is on the escalator, the button automatically turns on the escalator.
Definitely. Okay, what do you have in the back?
Innovation at its core is about solving problems. And innovation does not happen without creativity. It is the missing component in our school curriculum. We need to teach creativity just like we teach math and just like we teach reading if we want to better prepare our students for the changing landscape of tomorrow.